Guys, today I'm going to show you guys how to make my frijoles con chorizo. A lot of people call these frijoles puercos, but these are not quite puercos because they don't have the ham and they don't have the pickled jalapenos. I'm only adding one ingredient to the beans, so it's not quite puercos. I don't know if some of you guys are familiar with frijoles puercos. They are the exact same thing that I'm gonna do right now, but they have ham, they put pickled jalapenos, and sometimes they add cheese. But I've been making them like this. My mom's been making it like this all the time. I mean, she usually makes the puercos one, but this is the faster way to do it. So I'm gonna show you guys exactly what I'm gonna do. So I have a pan right now heating up. I have it on medium, and I'm gonna add the packet chorizo. The packet chorizo, the one that you guys can buy at the stores. Sometimes you can use longaniza, which is it has less fat, more meaty, but I'm gonna use this one, and I usually don't use the beef one. I use the pork. The beef one seems to have a lot of it has too much fat, and I don't really like that, but they didn't have any at the store, so I had to go ahead and get this one. So this is the one I'm using. I mean, it's good for the beans, the fat. It'll give it a lot of flavor. And I know on my frijoles video I tell you guys that I use manteca for my beans, but since I'm using chorizo, this has a lot of fat, so I'm not gonna need it. So then I just have the chorizo, and I'm gonna cook that. I'm gonna lower it to a high-low. I don't want to burn the chorizo, so I'm gonna go ahead and just break it up and let it cook. I know some people don't like beans, and they don't eat beans. They don't like the bean flavor. But if you try this, trust me, they will eat beans. My kid does not. My oldest does not like beans so much by themselves. He'll eat it if I put it on dishes like tostadas, sopes, you know, tortas, stuff like that. But by themselves, he won't eat it. But if they have chorizo, he'll definitely eat it. He likes to eat it with tostadas or with tortilla. So I usually make this that way he can eat, you know, beans. Since it's almost cooked, I'm gonna go ahead and put it up to a medium again. I put it down because I don't want it to splatter. So I'm gonna go ahead and let that cook a little bit longer. I want it hot for when I add my beans. I want it to be fairly hot. My house is super hot. I made my own guava tea from Starbucks. I love this tea. My kids love this tea. So my husband, before the lockdown, before the quarantine and all of that, my husband decided to, you know, he's like, what is it? What are the ingredients? So we started looking it up, and he decided to make it on his own because my kids loved it. Every single time I would buy a Trenta, my kids would definitely just finish it before I even got to it. So he figured it out. He made it for us, and now we make it at home. If you guys want me to show you guys, go ahead and leave me a comment on below. Okay, so then the beans are already, as you guys can see, it has a lot of fat. I don't know why the beef one has a lot of fat. So I'm gonna put it in a medium. It's on a medium. And then I have my beans that I cooked earlier. So these are fresh beans. So I just took them out of the water, and I just boiled it with water, salt, and garlic, and I'm adding everything, including the garlic. So since this is heating up, you want it at a high. You want your pan hot when you add your beans. So now I'm just gonna add my beans. I'm just gonna mix it in. I want you want to cook your beans. You want to kind of fry them, you know, that's why refried beans. You want to kind of fry them up for a little bit before you start mashing. So this is almost, just gonna let them sit for a little bit. My beans are really soft, guys, because I just made them. Okay, so I'm gonna let them fry up for a little bit. Okay, so if you guys can see, they're frying up a little bit. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna smash them. Mash them up. I love these beans because you can eat them with anything. I like to eat them in the morning with eggs on the side and then a little bit of queso fresco on top, or when I make ensalada de pollo. We at my mom's house growing up, this is how we would have our ensalada de pollo. We would have our ensalada de pollo and then we would have the beans on the side, which were really, really yummy. Or when we would make barbacoa, we would have a little bit of beans. Tamales. I love tamales the next day. I don't like them so much fresh when they first make them. I'll have one maybe, but I save them up and I refry my tamales the next morning and I eat them with these beans. So good. So good, guys. My aunt makes the best tamales, and whenever she makes some for Christmas or she sells them, I always get some, and I make these beans and they are so good with the tamales, guys. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is they're almost smashed. I'm gonna get the juice of the beans and I'm gonna go ahead and add some to it. I don't use plain water. I like to use the bean water because the salt is there. You already have the flavor, so I mean you could use plain water, but I just save the bean juice and just add it to it. So I'm gonna continue to smush them. Like I said, my beans are already soft, guys, because I just cooked them just now, like a little while ago. So they are already smushed. So I am definitely gonna mush them really good. They are almost done, guys. So I am just going to go ahead. I like them not so thick, so I will add a lot more bean juice, bean water to it because I don't like them too on the thick side. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add a little bit more water and I'm gonna lower it to high low. So here they are, guys, completed. So I went ahead and here you guys go. I plated this. We usually like to put queso fresco, a little raja of chile, and an avocado piece. And here it is, guys, your frijoles with chorizo. If you guys want to see more dishes like this, or if you guys want to see anything that I post on my IG, you guys can go ahead and leave me a comment, and I will pin my Instagram, like always, at the bottom. And if you guys recreate it, don't forget to hashtag me. And thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys next time. Enjoy. Bye bye.